There we go. We're off and away. So today's Soulful Women session. This is more of a casual session today. Beautiful Sammy, great to see you. And secretly tuning in from work. I remember those days for myself as well, to be honest. I think I pretty much built my beautiful Juice Plus mission in business on my lunch breaks at work and in between. So I totally honor and get that. So today's session is a little bit more relaxed. It's a bit casual. It's not a coaching. It's not a training as such. This is more of a conversation today. This is more of a little bit of hot seat coaching where I want to hear from some of you. We've been running the Soulful Session Aligned and Empowered series now, this latest series for 3.5 months. This is a 4-month container that we've built this particular one around. And we only have 2 more sessions left. So we've got Lauren Kerr next week, and then we've got the beautiful Linda who will be tying a bow around this. And then we will be recalibrating and seeing where we go from here. So today's session is just a bit of a check-in. We want to hear what's been landing from you, how are you feeling, have you had any takeaways or light bulb moments, or maybe you want some extra support today. Maybe you're kind of like, you know what, I've been doing a little bit of this work, I've been leaning in, and I'd love a little bit more clarity or guidance on a particular area of my mission, of my belief, of my energy, of my business. You guys get to choose where this conversation goes today, and there's really no question off limits, okay? So I would love, I'm just going to add Sophie in the waiting room here. Welcome, Crystal, can see you just jumping on. I would love to hear from you guys. Who has been tuning into these sessions? Who's had some light bulb moments? Let's start there. Crystal's got 2 hands in the air. Looks like a DJ. She's ready to party. How about you? How about we start with you, Crystal? I'd love to kind of hear maybe, I know you've been an avid woman who's been leaning into these sessions. What's some of the light bulb moments for you with Soulful Women?
Sorry,
pop.
something
right.
just come across my screen and I couldn't unmute. Okay, so I think that the biggest thing for me is working through a lot of my limitations that I had. I had a block there it's been there since I came into business and I started. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I started working through that, and then it resurfaced again, and I hadn't realized that it was there. But it's funny, it was the same block, but it came through a different way. So funny how that works. And yeah, one of your sessions, I literally just the day before had this realization of how it had resurfaced and how it was affecting the different areas in my personal life and in my business. And yeah, that session that you did last week was just really powerful. Like it was good because although I had realized the block and I thought that I had done something to like, well, I've realized now, like I'm working through that, but it wasn't until I had your session that I was like, I felt that shift. So yeah, that was really good.
Definitely. Do you feel safe? And you certainly don't have to go there today. Do you feel safe to share what the block was for you and how it was showing up in your business?
Yeah. Okay. So it was my self-worth, like my self-worth being in a toxic marriage previously for 25 years or 26 years. So my self-worth showed up in a different way this time, but it limits money for me. It's a blockage of pushing people away in that way, abundance. And so being with my now husband, who he's financially stable. He owns his own house. He owns everything he has, and he can do anything. Like he just decided last house he owned to build in another level under the house. And he's not a builder, but he does these things. So I saw this man who was the complete opposite of anything that I had known since I was with my ex-husband since I was 15. So, a man that can do anything, be anything and have everything. It made me feel like I wasn't as I don't know, valuable or
Yeah.
something. And I realized, because he doesn't treat me that way, he's never given me any reason to have me feel that way. It was my own shit showing up.
Yeah.
And I think it was just the difference in the relationship. The last relationship, because I was 15, everything that we had, we built and we did it together and I worked. And I think that was the difference. And so now, realizing that, having that conversation with him, and then your session, it was so good and so powerful to let it go, because I'm not a different person. Well, I am, but in a good way. Like, I have done so much work over the years, and just because I don't own a house outright, although he says it's our house, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm less of a person, or
Yeah.
so I had
Yeah.
some work to do
Beautiful.
for
Beautiful.
myself.
I can see, and we appreciate you sharing this vulnerability and real talk. Like, this is the safe space in here. And I'm sure there's other women just finding parts of your story that relate to their story. So everyone that's tuning in right now, like, utilize this beautiful vulnerability and courage from Crystal to share, but sit in those moments for you in your story, because what I want to remind you of, and every woman on this call, is, and we spoke about it last week, is that divine worthiness, right? That beautiful self-worth, divine worthiness. I truly believe it includes self-worth, but it's even more powerful than just self-worth. The divine worth, right? That you didn't need to do anything to earn. You didn't need the house, the car, the recognition, the promotion to feel that innate worthiness. The instant of your creation, you don't need to earn love. You don't need to earn connection, right? And so, doing this work as a grown woman, sometimes we feel that, well, I've got to be different. I've got to learn something new. I've got to add something in here. What this is really about is actually not adding anything new. It's a coming home to you. It's a coming home to the truth of that divine worth, that everything that you desire, that every feeling that you crave, it's already within you, right? So that's why I always say that beautiful self-worth, self-love, self-assurance, self-trust, it all starts with self, because it can only be given to the self by the self. And I love that you touched on here, and it's very powerful awareness for you, because part of really anchoring into that self-worth and coming home to that truth that I am worthy of all that I desire, owning that as your truth, right? The beautiful part of that is that for most women who are operating in their masculine energy, and I'm going to be honest with you, ladies, motherhood, you're operating in your masculine a lot. I know it's maternal. I know it's feminine instinct. I know your creative superpowers kick in, but I know to be true, when you're in the thick of motherhood, you are in your masculine. And when we're in our masculine, there's a lot of doing, there's a lot of taking action. It's go, go, go. There's not a lot of downtime to sit in that feminine energy, right? In our feminine energy, in our divine worth, when we are really stepping into that frequency, you are also stepping into being in receiving mode instead of just doing mode. Doing mode is important. We know that, right? I spoke about that last week. But it's really giving yourself permission to feel safe to slow down, to trust being in receiving mode, to balance out that masculine and that feminine. Why is this important? Not only for how we feel as women, it's 11:11 here in Queensland. Why is that important for us? Not only in our own personal power, but how that shows up in business. If you are closed off to receiving, it is going to affect your sales. It's going to impact your marketing, and it's going to impact your money. And I know this to be true. I'm speaking from experience. I truly believe the more that I have given myself permission to expand that self-worth. And it's not a one-time thing. Every level, like I am growing and growing and growing that. Kiro taught me that very powerfully from the start. This work is never a one-time thing. There's no expiry date on it. Every time I hit a certain income level in my business, right, I'm expanding that worthiness because I know as well as my self-worth growing, my net worth is growing at that same rate. So there is, I truly do believe there is a link between self-worth and net worth, because it's that beautiful mix of receiving mode and feeling safe to do that. So what a beautiful way to open up today's session. Thank you. So powerful, and congrats on doing this work, because it's not always easy. It's not always easy. All right, who else is on here today that might like to share a bit of an aha moment or a breakthrough that they've had being part of the Soulful Sessions, or might like some support in an area right now? And be mindful of the story that you tell yourself when I ask this question. You're on here, you've invested your time and energy to be here. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to use your voice, to share your story, to share where you're at. What's the story that comes up for you when I say, who would love to share? Who retracts? Let's have real talk. Who kind of retracts and is like, don't pick me? Everyone's got a smile on their face right now, right? But this is what this is all about as well. Who's going to be brave? Who just, even if you don't know what you want to say, who wants to be brave and just raise their hand and let's have a chat today? Rach. You're lucky, Jasmine, I was coming for you. Rach.
All right. So, hi. Of course, well, for me, I actually haven't done any of the coaching calls.
Okay.
I have fallen on my Wednesday of being at work. So, and I suppose for me, it was an excuse of kind of going, well, I'm not even sure why I'm going to say yes, me, because I am having a lot of blocks. And I think for me, I haven't actually really found my biggest block.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Powerful. Powerful. Thank you. Thank you. This is great conversation. It's going to serve everyone here today. And I'm going to help you move forward from here. Right? Firstly, I want to say, don't go looking for the blocks. Sometimes when we come into the world of personal development and personal growth, we can feel like we need to fix ourselves to create more. I must be broken. There must be some blocks. Why am I not taking this action? Why does it feel so hard? Why am I feeling so fearful right now? Normalize the fear, ladies, right? Normalize the fear. Personal development in a healthy way is not about finding what's wrong. It's about amplifying your personal power to grow that self-belief and grow that confidence. So the language of I need to find my biggest block, right? I want to release that with you right now. But let's clean up this feeling. Let's clean up this belief. Tell me, Rach, why are you here in Juice Plus? What is it that you really want to create for yourself?
For myself is literally inspiring other women.
Beautiful. How does that make you feel?
It excites me, but then I have the emotional side behind it.
Tell me about that.
The emotional side?
Yeah.
I think like on my own journey, and that's, I think, why I'm so passionate about it, because definitely being here has changed my life.
Wow. How has it changed your life?
It's actually found me.
And how does that feel for you?
Oh, good.
Yeah. And tell me, why do you want that for other women?
In both the health and wellness, so that no one ever goes through, I suppose, what I've been through. If I could show another woman how not to have the things that I didn't have, which was my health, my wellness, and my wealth.
Beautiful. And if you could have all of that here in Juice Plus, and I want to be honest, I do believe you're already doing that in this space. I know you've been here for a few years, and I know the impact that you're already making inside this space, that this is underway for you right now. Tell me, if we went a little bit more over and above that beautiful emotional reward, and we're going to speak into that of serving other women, of helping them move from pain to power, because once you've done that for yourself and you're on the journey of doing that, you can't help but feel that fire of desire to help another woman, right? You're not here to save her. You're not here to, you used the words before, I don't want her to have to go through what I've been through. I get that, right? But I want everyone to hear on this call, your job here inside this space as a servant-driven woman is not to save people. I tried that. It doesn't work, right? The reason you're all here is because you all made a decision to stand on your own 2 feet and start creating what you wanted more of. You had to have the face down moment. You had to have the season where it felt quite dark, right? If we didn't know the darkness, we wouldn't know the light. You don't want to rob any other woman from finding her power. And sometimes in this space, that's when we take a big sigh of relief. Oh, I don't have to try and fix them. I don't have to feel like I'm creating a team or a business here where it's this big orphanage where I've got all these people I need to hold and look after and save. You're robbing them of the gift of knowing that they can do that for themselves. So sometimes it's just that beautiful awareness of, okay, I'm certainly here to connect women. I'm here to open a door and turn on a light to this beautiful vehicle, to this beautiful health mission. I'm a connector. I'm not the solution provider. I'm the connector. And that's such a beautiful part of what we get to do. And that's why that emotional reward and the tears come through you, because you know the gift that you have here that, as you said, has been life-changing for you and can be for others. So tell me, Rach, over and above this emotional reward and this service that you feel and the value that you want to give, if your Juice Plus business could be anything that you want it to be, tell me what that would look like, because you touched on the word wealth.
Mm-hmm.
What would you love your business to really be over and above that service to other women?
So financially stable.
And what does that mean?
To definitely have an income.
Yeah.
So for me, that I'm not working harder in my hairdressing business.
Yeah.
And definitely for probably once in my life to have money. Actually have money, not just pay the bills, not just get by every week.
Mm. Mm. Do you know what that dollar figure is?
Right now, if I could have 2,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In your Juice Plus business, and that, what would that create more of for you? What's the feeling behind that? You had $2,000 landing in your bank account. I want everyone listening to this today. Rach is being brave enough to be the voice for, I know, many other women that me too, right? So tell me, if $2,000 a month was landing in your account from your Juice Plus business, you are feeling emotionally connected to this beautiful work that you're doing. You're inspiring women, you're connecting women to solutions of health and wellness and this beautiful partnership community and business vehicle that we have. If $2,000 a month was landing in your bank account, how would that feel for you?
Relief.
Relief.
Yeah.
What else?
Excitement.
Yeah.
And rewarding.
Rewarding. Keep going. I want you to sit with that feeling. When we say relief, that means energetically and subconsciously, it's relief because we're trying to move from something that we don't want, All right. So I want to help you. We want to get this language really bang on because we're going to tie a bow around this in a minute for you.
Yeah.
So what feels more exciting than just relief? Allow yourself to go there for a minute. $2,000 a month is landing in the bank account. Yes, you're allowed to have that feeling of relief. What does relief actually feel like?
So proud.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, proud. What else?
Excited.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Mm,
Worthy.
beautiful. Now we're talking. Just
And successful in myself.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. So proud, excited, on purpose, worthy, and successful. Incredible. Can you tell me, Rach, because I know we can have this chat. I know you've been here for a little while. When you think about the activities inside your Juice Plus business, what are those just 1 to 2 things that create that feeling within you? Because I know, right? You would not be here if you hadn't caught a glimpse of those feelings already inside of this space. So tell me, what are you doing in your Juice Plus business that creates this excitement, this I feel like I'm on purpose, this proudness, this success, this worthiness? What would be the 1 or 2 things that you do here that create that for you?
Community.
Being in the community, like what are you doing in the community? What does that mean?
Oh, like connecting in like with the calls.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like you love coming together, community, having a riff, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more. What else are you doing?
I suppose leaning in with other people, like seeing other people succeed.
Yeah. So the stories, seeing other women win and move. Tell me what's some of the action that you're taking in your Juice Plus business when you're feeling
myself. I've been doing a few calls with other women, just doing some mindset with them.
Yes. Okay.
Myself. So events, yes. I've been doing some events. Yeah.
And the events, are they in person? Are they online? Tell me.
I did one the other day in person, but online because it works better.
Yeah. So they're the things, right, that create that feeling within you. Yeah?
Yeah.
What if I told you that those things that create that feeling within you, if you focused on them every single month inside your Juice Plus business, that it would lead to the inevitable success of $2,000 a month? How would that feel?
Amazing.
Does it feel lighter?
Absolutely. And achievable.
Right. It moves you from it's possible, it's probable, to inevitable. There's a different belief there.
Yeah.
There's some certainty. There's, well, that feels light for me. I know how to talk to women. I know how to pull them together. I know you love the mindset work and you love teaching that. What I'm learning, I'm teaching. I don't have to go be a big coach. What I'm learning, I'm teaching, and these women are loving it. Right? Find the 1 or 2 things, ladies. Reverse engineer. Stay with me on this for a minute, right? What we've done here with Rach is we've focused on what she's looking to create, $2,000 a month, which is around a 6 club business, right? I know we've had the strategy talk for you. This isn't a call today for strategy and mapping out that blueprint. But for most women, that's around about a 6 club business here, right? It's 6 women. 3 of them, 4 of them would be in your front line, right? Of women that are going to say yes to exactly why you said yes in this space. How do we go find those women? How do we start growing our team? How do we start growing our community? You just gave yourself a prescription to that strategy, Rach. Hear me on this. We focused on the feeling first. She wants to feel proud, excited, on purpose, worthy, successful. I said to her, what are the actions that create that for you now in this business? Right? It's community, it's connection, it's hearing stories from other women, but the action she's taking is events, in person and online. I know you've done some events in your hairdressing salon. I get women together. It's relationship building, it's conversation, it's connection, it's community. That's when you feel most alive. If you focused on that in your business every month, you're going to feel successful. You can feel successful in your business every single month if you focus on those things. The $2,000 a month will then become inevitable for you. But you're going to release any time pressure that you feel, any chokehold that you have over the time frame, the deadline, the goalposts, where most women go, ugh. Yeah? So you got that, Rach. You can feel this worthiness every damn month, but here's the thing. We want to focus on attracting and stepping into that energy, but we also want to focus on acting, attracting and acting. So in terms of your belief, right, there's a couple of new affirmations there. I am proud. I am excited. I am on purpose. I am worthy. I'm successful in my business every month. I am, it is. Can you feel that?
Absolutely.
So there's some expansion of affirmations there that you really want to sink into, but then you've got some clarity on the action that you want to go and take that is the exact prescription for you to move towards that. Focus on the progress and the process, not just the end result. Progress and process. Well, that feels a lot more light. That feels a lot more fun. What do you think is going to happen to your energy and your attitude if you focus on that?
It expands.
Woo! And what do you think is going to happen when you show up in that energy online and in these in-person events? What's going to happen to the women around you?
You attract those women and they,
They're going to feel lit up. They're going to feel safe to say, hey, Rach, I feel like you are the woman who knows where I am right now, where I've been. I'm sitting in darkness. And all you have to do is share your story and say, well, I don't know if this could be for you, but in your words, this has been life-changing for me. Come along to my event, come along, get a feel for things, come into, this space. I don't know if it could be for you. Might not even be your cup of tea. And it's fine if it's not. But if I was to send you some information, would you be keen to take a look? Coming from that energy in here, ooh. Does that feel lighter for you?
Amazing. Absolutely. I'm glad I put my hand up.
Yeah. And so are the other women because they've all got something from this too. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. All right. All right. We got time for maybe one more. I was keeping this to an express session today. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the chat, but I'm so much better talking. Does anyone else have a question that they want to raise their hand or just come off mute or have a little bit of a chat, whether it's a share, a takeaway, or a question? Jasmine, I'm going to come to you. I don't know why, but I'm feeling called to you right now. She's like, no.
Yep, no.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Very nervous.
Yeah, that's okay. I get it. Tell me, how are you feeling inside your Juice Plus mission right now? What's going on for you?
Well, I joined not last year, the year before.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the year before. So I've been here a little bit, but I have done pretty much nothing. I started, I come to all of these sort of sessions. I really enjoy all the mindset help because before this, I was in, a pretty dark place. So yeah, that sort of part has helped me lots. And I've felt, probably too scared to try anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Who else can relate? Like, I'm like, you're so not alone right now. It took me, hon, I think it was 12 months, and I was like this closet Juice Plus network marketing person. I was like, I'm here, but I'm not really here. Like, I've never found out I'm doing this. So I get it. I get it, right? So tell me though, over and above the mindset piece, you're still here. You're still showing up. There's obviously some sort of fire in there. If energy, time, whatever else it is that might be going on for you right now, if that wasn't a thing and you could create something here, what do you think that could possibly be for you if you wanted it to be anything that you wanted it to be?
I would love to have an income. I used to work full time, and then when my son started school, I stopped working to make life easier for school holidays, before school care, after school. We've also got a little girl, she's in kindy this year. So she's gone a couple of days a week now from this year. So I've felt like I could lean in a little bit more, and I've been more open to it. So yeah, I would love to have even just a part-time sort of income would be fine. Like,
Do you know what that dollar figure is that would create that ease for you right now?
I would probably be happy with anything from like $300 a week sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just to have something that makes me feel like I'm contributing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So $1,200 a month, if that was coming into your Juice Plus business, that would kind of be worth your time and energy to show up here?
To start with, I feel, I'm the person that doesn't like to set the goal too high because I'm worried that I would fail.
You're too scared to try. I get that. If you did know the real figure per month, what do you think that would be?
Probably maybe like 600. I'd be happy for that.
600 a week?
Yeah.
So we've doubled it, 2,400. Yeah. If it could be more than 2,400, would that excite you in this space?
Yes.
Yes. If you did know the real figure, I'm going to ask one more time, what would the real figure be?
I think for me, like, I would still be happy with the 2,400 a month.
Okay.
That would still be, I'm not looking to be some rich person. I'm just happy to have an income where I feel like I'm contributing to the family and not just kind of, I feel like a little bit of a freeloader, to be honest, being at home.
Tell me, what are your beliefs about rich people? What comes up for you when you say that?
Good question.
Let's have a real talk. I know, and maybe some ladies that are tuning in here are going to help you out and jump into the chat. When you guys think about rich people, when you think about that next level of wealth and abundance, let's air some of our money beliefs. What really comes up for you around that? For me, back in the day, I'll be honest with you, I'll kick this off. It was rich people are greedy, or they must be up to something. That's the beliefs I had. So you said, I don't want to be too rich or a rich person. So let's play with that. What does that really mean? Real talk, babe. We're good.
I don't really. I don't know.
Okay.
I think I just don't want to be not relatable to.
Oh, yes.
Everyone kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes, we might outgrow people, right? We might outshine them. And I know a money belief that I held on to for a while was you can be attached to loyalty, right? We don't want to outdo our parents or our loved ones. So the reason that we're just going here is just, it's interesting wording that I hear that, you know, sometimes it's just coming off the tongue and you're like, I'm just speaking to you in the moment. I'm freaking nervous right now. Whatever's coming out is coming out. Yeah. So, but those things that do come out sometimes when you're not thinking too much, like the language, it's really important, and it kind of gives me a little bit of a spotlight. So it's kind of like, I want $2,400 a month. If I could create that here, and we're going to help you with some energy and belief around that and some strategy in a minute for you to marinate in after this call. But for so many women, we want it, but subconsciously we're condemning it. Or who am I to earn this money? Who am I to do something like this? What will people think? What if I outshine them and they feel less than? What if I do actually create this here and I can't hold it? Maybe more money means more stress. So a part of this beautiful energy work that we're doing in these sessions, yes, it's your self-belief. Yes, it's your self-confidence. But ladies, it's also about your belief and your relationship with money. And again, speaking to you from experience in here, I had really shitty money beliefs coming in. It's too hard. It's too stressful. What if I outgrow the loyalty ties that I had? And that's a cultural conditioning. We grew up with money doesn't grow on trees. Money is the root of all evil, right? So many different cultural conditionings as well that our generation has grown up with. But again, like anything, we're grown women here. When we have vision, when we have desire, when we're ready to wipe off the dust of those dreams, you can want it all you want, but if the beliefs don't match up, you're going to feel like you're pushing a boulder up a hill and you're going to close off that receiving mode. So this is so powerful, Jasmine, and I'm really, really proud of you for having this chat with me. But, you know, I would really create, and this is for everyone on the call, what are my real money beliefs here? When I really think about the $2,400 a month in my Juice Plus business, how does that actually feel for me? And then what you want to do is just quickly go on your rampage, write a few of them down. And then on the other side, you want to start creating some new beliefs. That belief's not serving me right now, right? Money is limited. There's never enough. It's too stressful. It feels heavy, right? It's light. It's abundant. It's limitless. I am worthy of it all. But what I want to then help you move through, Jasmine, is we very quickly went from, I'm just here from mindset to, but if I could, maybe $1,200 a month to, well, actually $2,400 a month is putting a smile on my face right now. There comes a point, babe, where you can decide to stay committed to a fear of failure, a fear of what people think, or you can become committed to you stepping into being the creator. It's a commitment, either fear or faith. There's no other choice. Yeah?
Yeah.
And when you make that energetic decision with just a one-time thing, let's just flick the switch. It's a decision to go, this is going to be worth it showing up on team. This is going to be worth it, me learning, how am I going to go find those first 2 customers? This is going to be worth me learning the skill to share my story, truly be me, and inspire that first women to come into this community. All that is decision. And as you start taking this action, you realize, I know I can't control the outcome. I can't just be attached to, am I going to fail or aren't I? This is going to be messy, but messy is going to mean movement. And movement in that direction of your desires, we start moving from what if I don't to how far can I go? And this is a big one. There's so many women are crippled in a fear of failure. And again, I've been there. How did I by just starting to be the woman that takes action. Being okay without controlling the outcome. Being okay with and learning and growing through every setback. I could see that as failure, or I could see it as a step up. Oh, I've hit a brick wall again. I could go, oh, well, that's failure, quick turn around. Or I could be the woman that leans into this space and goes, how did you girls get out of here? I'm feeling like I'm at a brick wall right now, right? And I could pivot and I could try something new. How we move to success, it's not a straight and arrow, here we go. It's being the woman that is open to growth and evolution. What is also tied to a fear of failure is perfectionism. There it is, the smile and then the...
I can relate, yes.
Perfectionism is, I really want to grow, and you feel like a bull in a cage, and you feel, but you're not prepared to take the action to grow. So start taking the action, and the evidence will start growing that you are no matter what, that you're safe no matter what, that when you're dropping from your head into your heart and you're letting that lead the way in this space, there's failure. Yes, there's going to be movements. Yes, there's going to be pivots. Yes, we're going to find new solutions. That ends up being super fun and super light. If there was one thing in your Juice Plus business that could create some new evidence for you right now, that is a woman that's action, tell me, and I'm not 100% sure where you're at right now, but what do you think would be an action you could take inside this that might create that new evidence for you?
Maybe just even taking more action towards the business side of things, like actually starting there.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how would you start there? Is it a team training? Do you need some sort of clarity in what your next step is? What do you feel you need in this space?
So 2 weeks ago, I had a call. So Ebony's my upline.
Okay.
Had a call with her, and I said, like, yeah, I was ready to dive in. I messaged her like all of my information. She messaged back last week, and I still haven't.
Okay.
The fear crept in. Yep.
This makes it real now. This makes
Yep.
it real. Okay.
Yep.
So the action is circling back to Ebony so that you turn out that next step. Is that right?
Yep.
Amazing. When do you feel you can do that by?
Yeah, I'll do it today.
Woo!
Yep, I'm gonna do it.
Moving, and she's going to be attracting, and she is acting in alignment to a woman that is ready for $400 a month here, so that she can not only enjoy that mum care time, but she doesn't not have to sacrifice the abundance. We're celebrating you. All right, ladies, that's all we have time for today. I appreciate you all playing full out, for those brave enough to jump on here, and just, I know everyone would have been served through their stories as well. Again, 2 more sessions next week. So much on the table for you all right now. Make sure you're on the call this Saturday. We have a beautiful new product that is going to be dropped for you. And again, because I can see her on here, but we have the Queen of Conference, Cara, in the room. The conference early bird tickets. It's 24 hours. I think I'm right. 24 hours is the early bird.
It finishes tonight.
Finishes tonight. So we've only got tonight. So if you ladies think these sessions are powerful and coming together on Zoom, wait till you step into a conference room. If you want to be a woman that takes action, that moves, I'm going to encourage you. Get this early bird conference ticket before tonight. I know many of you have got them already. It is life-changing. It brings this to life in a whole new level. My first conference changed my life. The direction changed in that moment. So all of the details are in the Juice Plus group, plus the team pages as well. Appreciate you all. I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.